Greetings and welcome to the Frostbyte for this week. Shouldn't be too long, just a couple of things I need to talk about. First of all, at the moment we only have a men's team of 3 people and 1 woman signed up to go to USCSA Nationals. So you might want to get on that if you're actually thinking you might like to go to Nationals. So I will also send them the link will be in the email, so be sure to check that out and go and register. Got to do this or you won't be able to race. We have to have this done soon, guys. It's supposed to be done before November. That's like really quick, like 6 days. Okay, let's get on this. Okay, so then we also are continuing our raking. As you know, there was a little bit of issue last week because we had all that lovely cold, wet weather, and now we don't. So, or this week we won't, I guess I should say. So you should be sure to sign up and help the raking out. It is the last big fundraiser, so if you don't have any points, this is the one you want to get on because there's not going to be a whole lot of other options. So get on this one and get going. Be sure to check your points, remember, on the page that has your practice percentage and everything else. By the way, you're doing better on that. One quick little tidbit, if you're going to miss practice, if you're generally at practice and you're going to miss practice and you tell me, you get a point for that. You get an extra credit point for that. So why wouldn't you do that? I don't know. You ought to just let us know what's going on. All right. Now we're going to go heading out to FORO, otherwise known as Fort Robinson this week. It's an awesome, fun time and you really want to be there. I have sent out a question to see if I can get you guys to fill out a poll and let me know who's coming and when you can leave so we can arrange leaving, but we still have a few more spaces, so if you didn't sign up, go ahead and do that, and that'll be exciting and really fun. I will also make a quick podcast about FORO so you'll know what to bring and stuff that you can watch later. Alrighty, I guess I wouldn't call it a podcast, I would call it a Frostbyte. Anyway, finally, usually the dry date happens on, guess what date? The last week in October, so that you can have Thanksgiving, so that you can have Halloween as your fun, exciting time. However, this year, if you're going to FORO, you get to have that extended a week. So you get to have one more weekend of just sheer fun and games before you decide to do the dry date. And so the dry date will be extended until, let me just look this up real quick so I can make sure I get the right date for you. It will be extended until November 9th. So on November 9th, you'll have your last weekend on the weekend before November 9th. All right. Now, quickly going over the training for this week. Here we are. We're in this nice little orange section. You're like, what is the orange section? That means there's a camp, and that means all kinds of super exciting stuff. So what's happening this week is we have our normal stuff. We have our running and our strength core, yoga, amazingness on Tuesday, same time, same place. Then we're doing another hill resistance like we did last week. That was super fun. So for those of you who made it, it's a new place. It's a really fun place to do it. And it was awesome, and you get to go down through the woods, down to this cool little trail. And then on Thursday, we'll be doing the last set of the max strength and power velocity, and then we'll be moving on to our next phase of our strength. And then but we'll still have Coregasm and yoga on that day too. I think we have Yoski on that day. Anyway, on that day, Friday we're going to do a roller ski, over distance roller ski in the morning. For those of you who are or are not coming to FORO, but we'll go ahead and do that at 6 o'clock at Turtle Rock. And then the weekend will be all FORO all the time. So great fun and games. That'll be happening. You should sign up if you haven't. Moving on. All right. Now let's talk a little bit about where we are. You'll notice once again, we're in this cool orange area. That means that we're still in the hill resistance, but this is the cusp of the anaerobic development. What that means is in FORO, we will change over to some badass hard hill bounding intervals. So, and that's when then we'll start doing our anaerobic development more, or after this, it'll be harder intervals from here until Thanksgiving camp. So we will see that's where we are. We also will be doing max strength power velocity last week of that. And then we will move on. We're still doing the same rotation of our abs. We have that for another 3 weeks this week and then 2 more after that. And then we're looking at the biomechanics of classic this week for your Yoski. Remember, we have the FORO camp. I'm going to say that one more time. FORO camp this weekend. Super fun. You should be there. All right. I think that pretty much covers it for this week. And if you have any questions or concerns or excitements or anything, you just let us know. All right. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you out there.